Well, the word of the year appears to be equity. You're hearing that a lot from the Biden administration, that sounds weird to say, and from the whole Democratic Party. Once again, equity does not mean equality. All Americans, maybe a few demented people aren't, but most Americans are totally for equality because God created us all, therefore we're inherently equal. Equity is very different. Equity is a pretext for racial discrimination. In a recent issue of The Nation, a professor at Washington and Lee University called Brandon Hasbrook offered his prescription for equity. In the piece, Hasbrook makes the case for double counting the votes of African Americans. The professor calls it a form of vote reparations. Horace Cooper is the co-chairman of Project 21. He joins us to assess this. Horace, thanks so much for coming on. On some level, I feel a little guilty even mentioning this because it's such a poisonous and divisive idea that you don't even want to amplify it. On the other hand, you think, well, the things that we ignored in the past suddenly became federal law, so maybe it's worth explaining it before that happens. What do you think of this?
Oh, I agree with you 100%. In fact, I would never have even written about this in National Review if I had seen other people come out and condemn this.
Right,
this is really insidious. This, however, is what we get when we have not allowed the kind of criticism that needs to occur for all of those voices, not just Professor Hasbrook's, but I'm talking about the Biden administration. I'm talking about prominent progressives who have been saying over and over again that America is more racist or as racist as it has ever been, and denying any progress.
It does seem, though, and call me naive, but I actually loved the sentence in Joe Biden's inaugural yesterday when he said, it's about unity. It's about bringing the country together, remembering that we're all in this together. I couldn't love that more. But I can't think of anything that is more divisive than the idea that some people get an extra vote. Like, isn't it obvious that people proposing this, that would divide the country irreparably?
I think it is obvious, but here's the question I want to ask. Like those old segregationists of yore, some of them went around saying they wanted to keep us separate because it was good for us. They were actually trying to help us. Others did it because they thought it was politically salient to do it. Here's my question. Are those advocates today doing this division on the basis of race because it's politically salient, it will empower them, or are they genuinely people who believe that we need to separate ourselves and organize ourselves primarily on the basis of race? Either way, it's evil, and either way, it deserves condemnation.
I agree with that. Just say it out loud. Horace, it's great to see you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.